From Oldham, led out by today's captain Josh Drinkwater. No Matty Wildy, no Jordan Turner, no Elijah Taylor today because he's alongside me. How are you feeling? I know you've been poorly, ET, all week.
Feeling better today. It's been a long week. I'm excited for this matchup. Batley's going to be a strong team. It's a good opportunity for Bailey to play 80 minutes as hooker. But no, the boys have been preparing really well. They've worked hard. And round two, I'm excited.
You see his 18th man. It's PLT at fullback. Jack Johnson, Ian Thornley, Jamar Sambu and Kieran Dixon. Dixon, by the way, just 2 points short of 1,500 for his career. Then it's Gil Dudson, Bailey Aldridge, Jay Chaplow, Adam Lawton returning for Elijah. Then Matty Ashurst and Adam Milner. The bench, Farnworth, Ted Chaplow, Pat Moran and George Hurst, with Craven the 18th man for head coach Sean Long.
1,500 points, that's amazing. Kieran Dixon.
I'd say you're a few further back than that, aren't you?
A lot further back than that. He's been a great acquisition to the team. Kieran Dixon, he's brought a lot of experience to outside backs, and here we go.
Kieran Dixon gets us on the way. Great kickoff as well. Is that a knock-on right from the kickoff? It is. What a start from Oldham. Kieran Dixon drilled one into the corner. It came off the turf, one bounce, and Batley have knocked on. Oldham attacking from right to left. Have a full set of six under the post. What a start.
He's a great kicker of the footy, Kieran Dixon. It's windy here today. Maybe that's just sign of things to come. I know Drinkwater will be putting it high into the corners, along with Riley Dean. First attacking set.
Here we go, with Oldham attacking the line through Phoenix. Laulu Tonganga a try scorer PLT last week. On loan again from Hull KR. Here's Gil Dudson, another big name acquisition straight from Super League. Gil at Salford last year on loan from Warrington. There's Aldridge, fires it to Milner and it's picked up by Chaplow, who started the season well. And he's knocked on bang in front. Commentators curse early. The ball is put down. In fact, it was Lawton, was it, who's put the ball down? The handling error from Big Adam Lawton, was it, on his return? But either way, it's Batley Bulldogs ball.
Yeah, good defence there from Batley. Early pressure they have to absorb. They worked hard off the line and they forced the error. Looks like it's going to be a fiery one.
Tends to be, when you play Batley, a very dogged championship side. And as I said in the build-up, you go through the stats, as I always do during the week. The last 10 meetings between Oldham and Batley, Batley have won 9. But this is a different Oldham side. And prior to that little fumble, it had been a strong start from the Roughyeds. Now, can they keep the Bulldogs down in their deep end here? Batley lining up, by the way, like this. Butterworth, their fullback. Render, Myers, Greensmith and Burton, the halves. Two very familiar names at championship level in Ben White and Josh Woods. Then it's Flynn, Parsons and James Brown. Manning, Joe Arundel with his Super League experience, and Brandon Moore. Batley appealing to the referee for a penalty here, nothing doing. The bench, Alistair Leake, the hooker, Shaw, Kimula and Blake. Michael Ward, their battering ram, his 18th man today. Here come Batley up the middle, running into a white and red hooped brick wall.
It's been a great defensive set so far.
Yeah, in the shape of Milner and Ashurst. Our referee, by the way, today is Cameron Worsley. Last tackle, Batley made it up to their own 40. Where's he going to go? The left boot of Josh Woods. Spiral bomb, tricky one for Jack Johnson. He takes it well. He dropped to his knees, actually, on a soft boundary park turf at this time of year, but he took it well. Riley Dean from dummy half gives it to Ian Thornley, who drives, as he does so well, up the middle of the field. We've had 3.5 minutes, nothing on the board, but here goes Kieran Dixon for the first time, skipping between the big men.
Every time he touches the ball, he's electric. His feet around the ruck are so quick and deceptive.
Jay Chaplow, grounded by James Brown. Aldridge, here goes PLT, last tackle. Aldridge over it. Riley Dean in front of the vocal Oldham fans, pops one up for his teammates to challenge. It's knocked on by Jack Johnson, I think. It was knocked backwards first of all by the Oldham chase, and then Jack Johnson knocked it on.
Both teams are just trying to establish themselves in the arm wrestle. It's been set for set game for the last 2 sets. But Oldham's defensive line, it moves up quick. Some experience with Adam and Gil and Tash that have come to the club has really lifted the intensity of training, and it's been great to see.
Batley, as you would expect, giving as good as they are receiving so far. And again, they're up towards their 40, running into Jamar Sambu on this near left-hand touchline, just in front of the tunnel at Boundary Park. Fizzed back in field by Jonah Parsons, the hooker in the maroon and gold skull cap for the Bulldogs, who are now up and over halfway as the floodlights flicker into life. That'll tell you how gloomy it is at 3:05 on a Sunday afternoon. Another left-footed, towering spiral bomb to test PLT, who watched it so well, it almost as though it came out of the sky in slow motion.
That was a great take. For everyone watching at home, it's very windy out here. Our outside backs have defused 2 bombs so far, which is great for their confidence.
Good strong carry up the middle from Thornley again, and here's Jack Johnson. So the 2 right side outside backs up the middle for 2 successive carries for Oldham, who are now up to 40 with Aldridge, and then Kieran Dixon pulls the Roughyeds up and over halfway with that deceptive leg power that he has in those quick fire little legs. Ashurst takes it on. This is better for Oldham. They're on the last tackle, but 30 out left side with Aldridge. Where's Drinkwater going to go? Outside of the boot, right down the middle. Riley Dean chasing. It's a dangerous looking kick. You're going to have to deal with this, Batley. And Oldham have got a repeat set from a dropout. What a kick on the last from JD.
Great kick from Drinkwater. Summed it up well. Saw that the wingers and the fullback were back deep waiting for the kick. So he dinks one over for his half partner, Riley Dean. Geez, they've got a good combination going on. Riley and Drinkwater. As I said before, the depth and the pressure for positions in the halves. We've got Danny Craven, that's 18th man. There's a lot of pressure at training.
PLT dishes it off to Chaplow, and Jay takes the first drive, and Oldham have a full set. 40, within 40 now of the Batley Bulldogs line. Gil Dudson says, this one's mine, and a strong carry from Dudson. And suddenly Oldham at 10 out. The posts wobbling, and they get 6 again, wobbling in this strong breeze as JD attacks the line. This looks good. Out the back, Jack Johnson to give Oldham the lead. Crisp handling through the halves, and Oldham freed up the extra man. It was JJ hugging the touchline, and Oldham lead 4-0.
Yeah, I'll put that down to Adam Lawton. Just his presence on the field, when he runs a lead, he attracts defenders because he's so big. So when him and Thornley pair up together, they drag in the centre and the 3-man, which opens up the space for the fullback. Great pass from Drinkwater. Great set move by Sean Long. Great executed play from Oldham.
Crisp attacking, stylish finish. And a first try of the championship season for Jack Johnson. Back in his old position on the wing and finishing with a flourish to give Kieran Dixon this kick in front of the Joe Royal stand, around about 8 metres in from the touchline. He's taken it back about 21, so a decent angle, wrong side for the right footer. But Kieran Dixon with a a chance after 8.5 minutes to give Oldham a 6-0 lead over Batley here. It's the Batley fans trying to put him off in that top corner pocket of the Joe Royle stand. Dixon has struck it across goal, so it's only a 4-pointer.
It's Oldham 4,
but a strong start nonetheless from Sean Long's men.
Strong start. Sean will be happy with that. The boys have found their rhythm in defence. We're limiting their yardage meters when they're attacking. Credit to our outside backs, they've defused 2 bombs under enormous pressure with the weather as well. Now we'll be looking to complete this set after our points.
Well, hello again to all of you listening to our live footage. Batley have gone very, very long. They've gone in touch. Jack Johnson knew his bearings there. He had his foot in touch and he took it on the full. So a howler from the Bulldogs to restart here. When you talk about kick response, that's the worst thing you can do. Try response, I beg your pardon. It's the worst thing you can do to come up with an error straight from the restart.
Great experience showed there by Jack Johnson. He's keeping his foot out in touch. Oldham with the ball, attacking set on the 40.
So here come Oldham once again, leading 4-0. Chaplow up the middle. As I was saying, it's great to reconnect with some of our Oldham fans further afield, listening in, unable to make it today. Kevin Lee in Somerset. Come on, Oldham, great to have you with us. Kevin. Hello to Ian as well, and to Keith Clark in Blackwater. Bailey Aldridge, 10 out. Milner. Oh, he's dropped the ball. And Batley have it back, and there's another early unforced error from Oldham in front of the Batley post. So possession and territory dominated by Oldham at the moment, but a couple of handling errors in there too.
Yeah, I'll put that down to the conditions. Some simple handling errors from Oldham, something we're not used to. But again, we're defending now, so let's back it up with our defence.
Hello to Mike in Norfolk, listening in. Hello to Jen, listening in from Napoli. Beautiful. And Craig in Bangor in North Wales, listening in too. So re-engaging, reconnecting with our Oldham fans far and wide. Great to have you with us on our live coverage today. Hi to the Doyle family, who are poorly as well, listening in from home. But the other half's in the stand with a little girl being mascot today. Yeah, our mascots were fantastic at the start of the game. Good kick pressure, Adam Milner. On the last from Woods, it's high, PLT's under it. He's looking really good. So assured under the high ball. Speaking to one of the fans actually in bar 1895, where we host between 2 and half 2 in between the live music before the match. For any of you who've been to Betandry Park in the last 12 months, I'll be up on stage with the players, and one of the fans was querying PLT under the high ball. I said, are you watching the same player? He's looked watertight to me. And Oldham are up and over halfway here.
Great kick, Riley.
From Riley Dean now then.
Great kick, Riley.
Can Jack Johnson win the chase for Oldham? Batley are back and they've knocked on. And another error. Great kick pressure from Oldham. And great noise from the Joe Royle stand as another Oldham attack on the Batley line is poised here.
Saw the attack switch from Oldham. As soon as there's a quick play of the ball, everyone floods the middle. Everyone floods around the ruck. Great kick from Riley. He realised that the winger was up flat, was composed, and popped a little kick around the back.
So here come Oldham, looking for try number 2, with Aldridge over it. Ashurst with a really strong carry, he's right on the line. Aldridge. Oh, Josh Drinkwater, look at the toes from JD. He's going to get held up over the line. He darted back inside 3. But Drinkwater unable to complete the job. So Oldham take it back 10, again in front of those posts, wobbling in these gusty winds as Milner looks to fend off a couple and does, and Riley Dean promotes. JD gets it back, and here's Ashurst carrying strongly as he does. 5 away left of the post with Aldridge. Will he try and steal one on his own? No, he's back at the post, and Jay Chaplow has a go. Good defence from the Bulldogs, but for how long? Aldridge right in front. Riley Dean senses a gap. Riley Dean steps, and Riley Dean scores. And Oldham lead 8-0.
Concerning signs for Batley's defence. They're looking tired, they're looking out on their feet. And Riley Dean wouldn't score a more simpler try than that. Saw the hole, saw the gap, put his foot down. He took it. I like the running game of Riley Dean. I like it when he's in a running mood, when he takes the line on. He's so hard to stop. He's a big body, he's got great skill. And it's a great try for him. Just the compound errors from Batley has put them under pressure. 2 from the same winger in this first half.
So another attempt at goal. It's about 4 or 5 metres further infield for Dixon. Don't want to put the mockers on it, but he doesn't often miss 2 in a row. And this has got a slightly more appealing angle. And this to make it a 10-0 lead. Dixon. Oh, he's swept another wide, so I did put the mockers on it. Very unlike Kieran Dixon, who's missed 2 from 2. And it's 8-0 Oldham.
He's striking the ball good. It looks good from this angle. Here he must be just missing.
He almost gave it too much. A missed kick there would have probably gone over. But 8-0 tries, if you're just joining us, from Jack Johnson. A strolling in the corner after good hands. And then Riley Dean selected ahead of Danny Craven today, who's 18th man, just stepping through the line. That's going to find the ground. It's a great kick. Oh, it's juggled. Well done, Riley Dean. That looked like it could be a knock-on. And here come the Batley defence, and Oldham having to start 5 out from their own line here. But here come Oldham with the big centre, Ian Thornley. Aldridge. There's Thornley, I beg your pardon. It was Lawton.
He's a great carrier of the football, Thornley. Late offload, tall bloke, hard to put down. Great acquisition for this Oldham team.
So good, strong carries out wide from Lawton, and an early kick. Bounces and into touch, not a 40-20. Josh Drinkwater sends something. Batley will get the ball back. 30 out from their line.
Well, the number 5 for Batley's come up with 2 errors first half, so I think Drinkwater and Riley are going to just keep asking him questions. It's going to be a long day for him.
Great to hear from our fans far and wide. Paul Birtwistle listening in Warwick, but coming back for the London game. Hello to Malcolm in Skegness, an ex-Oldhamer. Great feeling and optimism about Oldham. Not seen this for many a year. Come on, you Yeds. Stewart, not been so excited since the 50s. Hello from Brussels, says Brandon Mills. Here come Batley, over halfway. Craig is stuck at work today, but listening in. Hi, Craig. Here come Batley. That's a good step inside from Jaden Myers. This is the best field position the Bulldogs have had so far. They've 2 tries down, but only 8-0, and they've got a 6 to go here. Back to 0, so a great chance for Batley to strike. They're in front of the posts.
It's good
15 out.
Good opportunity for Oldham to practice our goal line D. First time we had to defend our line, and I'm excited to see how we defend.
It's Ben White on the carry. Jonah Parsons, the dummy half, and then Brown takes it on. He's a big unit. He bounces and he offloads. But Gil Dudson senses the danger and wraps up the ball carrier. Parsons again, the dummy half. 3 outside him right, everyone else back in left, and that's where he goes with White and then Woods. Attacking 20 out. It's a 2-on-1 for Batley. Can they get in the corner? Thornley sliding across. I think Oldham have done the job again. Great scramble from Roughyeds there. But Batley are knocking at the door. Woods didn't want to give it to Brown and then had no option, so a bit of momentum lost. Woods has a Brown, I beg your pardon, was a standing start. It's the last tackle this. It's with Woods attacking the line. They're throwing it around. It's still the last. Into the corner they come. Can they find a way through? Jamar Sambu plucks the kick out of the air. He's going to get forced back in his in-goal area. Thinks about an offload. Not a great idea. And Batley force a goal line dropout. Best passage of play of the game for the Batley Bulldogs.
Yeah, great attacking set. Their first attacking set down in our half. Look composed. Brown's strength. He's able to beat defenders. He's got a big bump, big fin, hard to put down. And they'll be looking to their captain, Brown, to get them through this first half. They've done a lot of defending Batley, and if they can come up with points here, it'll be massive for them.
It's another repeat set for Batley. So with the 6 again, third successive set to test Oldham's defence. 8-0. Johnson and Dean, the try scorers. And Elijah Taylor with us today. E2's had a terrific start to 2025, but laid low by illness today, so he's come to give his illness to me instead.
Don't say that, George. I love you. Don't say that.
I know that. We've been friends a long time, haven't we? Salford and Featherstone prior to Oldham. We're following each other around.
Definitely.
And here come Batley. This is another, as ET says, tough examination of this Oldham defence. Flat ball taken on with a big carry by Joe Arundel, wearing 4, a centre. I recall him as a centre in Super League, but playing in the back row. You might be able to hear the rain on top of the stand. It's pelting it down. Lovely little dab from Josh Woods. Taken by Batley, but knocked forward. And Oldham on the last have defended their line again. And here comes Jack Johnson with a couple of fens, and he's still going, JJ. And right from goal line up to the 30.
This is a big defensive set here from Batley. They need to hold out Oldham because their outside backs are going to come in for carries. Their body language is not looking good. Here comes Kieran Dixon, the danger man.
There he goes, dancing into the line. Hello to Bobby, who's listening in Thailand. I can't believe how far and afield our Oldham fans are. Every time we do this live commentary, I get jealous of where you all are. But I'm sure you'd probably swap, wouldn't you? You can't make it to Boundary Park. We're here watching some fantastic rugby league. I'm biased, but for me, the most exciting brand of rugby league being played at the moment outside of Super League, actually including a bit of Super League. Here's Adam Lawton, good offload. Johnson in front of the Joe Raw stand, steps in field. What a start to the game he's had.
Yeah, Jack Johnson, our outside backs have been on fire this whole first half.
Last
check
tackle.
Receptions.
Riley Dean. Oh, was he taken out? Referee. Well, Riley Dean dabbed it. It was too heavy.
He'll be disappointed with that kick, Riley. He knew he put too much on it as soon as I left his boot.
Batley have already taken the tap, and here they come. It's a good contest, this. Batley fancy it today. And they're already up and over halfway. They're readying an early change, the Bulldogs. Looks like number 17, who's that? Luke Blake is coming on, and no surprise, James Brown, the man to make way. He's put himself everywhere in the first 21 and a half minutes of this contest. And Oldham, as they have for the best part of the last 10 minutes, are defending here.
Is number 13, James Brown.
And we're going to see a double change from Sean Long. Owen Farnworth is stripped and ready, and Ted Chaplow. Also, as Woods pops another one over the back line, and PLT watches it well. Oh, was he taken high? I think he was. Referee, a lot closer than I, agrees. And the chase is a penalty, and Oldham are going to get a piggyback up the pitch here as that double change is imminent. It's going to be Jay Chaplow for Ted and Gil Dudson coming off for Owen Farnworth.
Yeah, Owen and Jay coming on. They're going to bring some steel into the forward pack, bring some energy.
And 15, Jay Chapelhow.
But it's been a good arm wrestle so far.
And 21, Ted Chapelhow.
Adam Lawton takes tackle 1, Thornley tackle 2.
There he does, like he does down the middle, Ian Thornley. Ted Chaplow still wearing Lewis Baxter's kit, by the way. That's because we had quite a few sizing issues with the new equipment at the start of the season, so a few of the players are still awaiting their correct match jerseys. That'll be why, if you've noticed, when you're watching back. A couple of anomalies, but that's a good, strong first carry from Ted. Batley are readying another interchange, by the way. Drinkwater, Ashurst. Oldham back up the other end. Within 20. It's the last tackle, so Drinkwater readies himself. What's he going to do? I think they're going to run this. Dean. Oh, Lawton ran it. He's gone backwards. It's still play on. Still the last. He's going to get caught here, Riley Dean. And Oldham are going to turn it over. That's unlike Oldham, because it's gone backwards, and Oldham have lost 10 metres there and turned the ball over on the 20.
I thought Drinkwater was going to test that winger again with another kick. It was a great opportunity to put him under pressure. Oldham come up with a no kick. We went to attempt to run it on the final tackle. And now Batley are bringing it off their line.
Hello to Chris listening in from Spain. Hi to Charlie listening in from Egypt. Bit chillier here as Batley attack again with Isaac Shaw. Alistair Leake we're going to see in a moment. Experienced hooker. The left boot of Josh Woods goes high again. Oh, PLT taken out in the air. A brilliant take, and wins his side a penalty.
Second time Batley have given away a penalty on the kick reception. So the Batley coach will be spraying everyone in the coaching box. That's 2 times Batley's put Oldham under pressure with a good kick, and they've come up with a penalty both occasions.
Elijah Taylor with us today. Ian says, I'm surprised ET hasn't tackled George. That's what he does. You've been a tackle machine, haven't you, so far this season? Anyone who's moving, you're taking them down.
I'm waiting for my moment with George.
Here come Oldham, up and over halfway. Milner. Oh, JT gets absolutely hammered, and he's knocked on halfway. Tell you what, Batley are on top at the moment, I would say.
Definitely the arm stage wrestle. Forced error with their defence. Batley back their defence. Again, the Batley coach will be so disappointed with their 2 penalties at the end of their set. So if Batley can string some sets together, Oldham's going to have to defend their line. There's no other hooker on the bench, so that means Bailey will be playing 80 minutes today.
Unless
be a great
it's
opportunity for him.
Adam Milner did a stint at 9, didn't he? The other day. You'd probably be doing a stint at 9 if you were out there.
Probably, yep. Wherever the coach wants me to play for the team, I'm more than happy.
Here come Batley, 8-0. It looked like Oldham were going to be on a points frenzy again, similar to last week, but 2 missed kicks from Dixon and a lot of Batley pressure, and a few of them. 6 again, back to 0. It's really put Oldham under pressure, and the last 10-15 minutes has been Batley's here, and if they can find some points, they will believe there's a result here today. It's been really good from Mark Moxon's men. I think he'll be pretty happy as they go to ground, and Leake's out on the pitch as well, and he can make things happen. Flat ball to Ben White. That's the Batley Bulldogs number 6, by the way, not the Arsenal right back of the same name. Leake goes left, good line speed from Oldham, but could they get the winger in? They're going to score. Oldham flew out of the line, and for once that leaves a gap on the far side, and it's a try. Is it Joe Burton over on the left wing?
Yes, the winger. That'd be great for his confidence, because he's come up with 2 errors this first half. Gets a 4-pointer in the corner. Silky hands from Batley. That left edge attack. They noticed that Riley Dean came shooting up the line. Thornley backed him up, and so did Jack Johnson. But the slider hand to play flat-footed on a short side, it's great to see.
Yeah, it was all about the quick hands, ET, you're right. I didn't think, first glimpse, there was all that much wrong with the quick dart out of the line to defuse the danger. I thought it was a good move, but the the swift of hand, the sleight of hand to release the ball meant that winger Joe Brown was free on the wing, and Oldham concede for just the second time this season in the Championship. Just one try, of course, to York last week and one net here now. The touchline conversion, it's very, very difficult this, but he's a good kicker, Josh Woods. It's the wrong side for a left footer. It's right in front of the Joe Royal stand, so I'm sure he's getting a few tips from the Oldham fans behind him.
Oh, definitely. The Joe Royal stand, whenever it's full, the Oldham fans are vocal. They'll let him know this is not his home.
Oldham bidding to make this place a fortress. For those of you who are a bit closer than Thailand and Somerset, make sure you join us at Boundary Park soon. That's a really good looking kick. Oh, he's nailed it. It caught in the wind. It looked like it wasn't going to reach. And then it drops almost apologetically between the posts. And just like that, it's a 2-point game.
We've got a game on our hands here. 2 back-to-back errors from Oldham have put ourselves in this position. We need to be better clinically in terms of completing our sets.
Oh dear. Well, for the second time, and I talk a lot about response when you concede or score points. It goes both ways. It's not just when you concede points, it's when you score points what you do next. And Batley are having to drop out here after making a right mess of the kickoff.
That's the third error the winger has done off a kick. So he's just scored a try. I thought his confidence would be high, but then he drops the kickoff and put his team under huge pressure.
So Oldham relieved to have ball in hand. Haven't had much of it in the last few minutes. Drinkwater, PLT had Jamar Sambu and Dixon outside him. We've not seen Jamar yet. He's been lightning in 2025. But he's not had an opportunity so far this afternoon. We've had half an hour, 8-6. It's tight, we knew it would be. They're going to come left side with Drinkwater. Now PLT stepping into the line. And it's the last tackle. Oldham are 10 out, but in this near left corner. Oh, they're going skinny side again. Can Jamar force his way over? He's going to get crowded out, but not a bad place to turn the ball over. It was an interesting move that, because there was only Jamar Sambu outside and they still went 1-on-3, 1-on-4 and backed Jamar to finish. But not quite, but the ball is turned over and Batley start right in the corner here.
He's a strong carrier of the football, Jamar. And finishing your set in the corner, that's a great option. That's a great finish. Now Batley have to ruck it out. These are tough carries that they have to come up with. Great hit by Lawton.
Knocks on. It was a big contact from Adam Lawton, I think it was. Oh, and it's going to be Batley ball.
That's unusual. How did that happen?
How's he read that, E.T.?
Wouldn't have a clue.
It's a big hit, wasn't it? The ball came free, but Batley are getting the feed here and Pat Moran is being prepared. So Pat Moran and George Hurst, the two subs we've not seen so far.
That's why I love watching Adam Lawton play, the aggression he plays with. Guaranteed he's going to buckle some opposition player every time he plays. But it just be the discipline side that's a concern sometimes.
Oh, and Batley have got a clean break up the middle. Ian Thornley making sure it doesn't go any further than 30. Well, this now is all of a sudden quite nervy and on a knife edge, and you can probably sense that the atmosphere has changed and it's gone a bit quieter in that packed Joe Royal stand, because Oldham could have been forgiven for thinking they were going to steamroll opponents for the second week in a row, but absolutely not. So last tackle, the Bulldogs are 30 out with Leak and then Ben White. Aldridge applies to keep pressure, it's caught. Oh, Phoenix is all over the place here and it's bounced over his head and Batley pick it up and there's danger here. It's the last. Oldham just about get back. Phoenix just slipped when the ball was in the air, it caught in the wind, and he was never going to get there. But the bounce of a football this time is kind, and Oldham survive.
That's the first ball that we've let bounce from our outside backs. Highlighting the conditions, the windy conditions here at
Oh, Jamar, was he taken
Boundary
high?
Park.
The crowd thinks so, the referee doesn't. That's the only opinion that matters. Here is Matty Ashurst, who had a huge game last week. Takes 3 or 4 blue jerseys to... Oh, they're going to get him in touch here. Look at that effort. Wow. One of the strongest carriers on the pitch, Matty Ashurst, has been taken into touch from about 10 metres infield.
I thought the ref let that play far too long. It should have been a held tackle as soon
Oldham
as...
were expecting a held carry there. And Oldham, you tell me, E.T., just a bit flat out there at the minute.
Yeah, I'd put it down to our composure and attack. We dropped 2 balls down in good ball. PLT let 1 bounce in the recent set. So it's a big set here for Oldham defensively. We need to get back on our game. Pat Moran's out there, which is a great sign, and he'll be able to slow that ruck.
Oh, it's nervy. We got another back to 0. How many of those have there been? 3 or 4 so far. And that's why Oldham are having to soak up so much pressure. Lawton completes the tackle, but Batley dominating the ball at the moment. Brandon Moore, the loose forward, pumping the legs, driving at Moran and Farnworth. Batley 10 out and looking to strike again and take the lead here. Woods, flat ball, taken on. No way through for Blake, but there's still the danger and they're going to score. It opened up and Batley have a second. Oldham are undone.
We've got a game on our hands here, George.
Try scorer for Batley Bulldogs, number 28, Jen Myers.
So the Batley attack have noticed that Oldham get off up the line and in front of the ball sometimes. So we saw it on their short side try, and we saw it again on this passage of play. Drinkwater gets in front of the ball, and they do a pop line through his inside shoulder. The Batley attacking coach has studied the Oldham defence, and it's finding a few chinks in the armour. 4 minutes to go in the first half. Batley coming home with a wet sail into half time. I've been impressed with Batley's defence, working hard for each other. The effort play where they all 3 players picked up Matty Ashurst and put him into touch. That was the try as the reward for that effort. Big game on our hands here, George.
Yeah, well, we called it. It was, and it has been Batley's first half. Oldham in patches, excellent, but Batley looking so dangerous and having so much of the ball. Those 4-6 agains have really been crucial.
They're always a tough team to beat, play against is Batley. They're strong, they stand in the tackle, they play footy, they're not afraid to chance their arm. And when they got halves with sleight of hand and skill.
Well, here's Josh Woods, easier kick than the last one, and he makes no mistake, right down the middle. And Batley lead. 2 converted tries to Batley, 2 unconverted tries to Oldham. And that's why we have a 4-point game at Oldham 8, Batley Bulldogs 12.
Big 3 minutes here for Sean Long's team.
Well, I've got between 3 and 4 to go. Our official timekeepers tell me behind, and ironic cheers because Batley have kept the restart in play. And there's some hunger from Oldham in defence. They want to hit back before the break here, Sean Long's men. Another big contact. The Batley fans in that Joe Royal stand are fuming. They think that was high. But the Bulldogs' tails are up. That was a big shot.
Adam Lawton, great
Moran
technique.
and Lawton. That's what Adam Lawton brings.
Oh, definitely.
And there is the big shot. And Chaplow gets the high fives. Oldham are going to get the ball back here. Farnworth and Ted were in there. The ball's come free, and what a chance for Oldham to hit back before half-time, Elijah Taylor.
Defensive coach Joe Wardle will be happy with that defensive set. That was the intent with purpose. They dragged the attacking players back. There were 3 in the tackle. Joe Wardle's brought all of his experience into the coaching ranks for our defence. And we've got to, if we can come up with some points here in the 2 minutes, it'll be a great sign.
Here's Jamar Sambu, left side. Dean and Drinkwater. That's one thing Oldham need to try and do, is create some more opportunities for Jamar Sambu, a standout player so far in the early stages of 2025. Hasn't had a glimmer yet. But here come Oldham on the line. Ashurst, great little step from Ashurst. Can he get himself over? No. It's good scrambling, Oldham-esque scrambling defence from the light blue metallic shirts of the Batley Bulldogs. But here they come again with Drinkwater. Riley Dean behind the line to Phoenix. Darting through, got a big contact there from Oliver Greensmith. Still Oldham come. Going to set up in front with Farnworth. Drinkwater left side, this looks good for PLT. Ashurst, oh, and it's knocked forward. Kieran Dixon, if the Batley man doesn't reach for that, then Dixon's in for a try. That's one of those rules, ET, that's a great play in rugby league. In rugby union, that's a deliberate knock-on, and that's an infringement. Because he knew what he was doing. If he doesn't reach in there, Oldham score.
Yeah. I'd prefer the rugby league rule though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I definitely would.
I think in this instance I'd have taken the union rule.
Yeah, that's true. But we've got 1 minute now. Oldham, last play of the game to come up with a try.
Here come Oldham. Is there a response before the break? 2 tries apiece, but 12-8 on the scoreboard. I wonder how costly those missed kicks could be. Moran down the middle, that's what he does. And there's options on this left side if they move it quick. It's back to 0. Aldridge has gone the other way. Dean steps. There's still 6 here. He just needs to maintain his composure and give it to Johnson. Oldham score in the corner. They had 6 to go. They didn't need them. Brilliant play. Down the middle, floated wide. And Jack Johnson ties the scores with his 2nd of the game. Oldham level at 12 apiece with a kick to come.
Again, Riley Dean. He's so dangerous when he runs the ball. When he plays off the cuff and when he runs it, that's when he's at his most dangerous. He can kick off both feet, he can pass both ways, short, long. He's always a run threat as well. The more time he gets out on the pitch and playing on the pitch is going to be better for Oldham as a squad. It hasn't been pretty for Oldham this second half of the first half, but to come up with points in the dying stages of the first half is a great sign of
Kieran
team spirit.
Dixon, sorry ET, Kieran Dixon's missed 2 from 2, which is very unlike him. This is probably the hardest of the lot. Knowing Dixon, he'll probably nail this one. The hooter's gone, so 12-12 at half-time plus this. It's the Batley fans you can hear trying to put him off. Dixon will take his time. He's given it a chance. Oh, it just faded at the last. Fierce win today. He liked the look of it, but it's 0 from 3 from Kieran Dixon. It's 3 tries to 2 for Oldham, but crucially 12 all on the scoreboard. Elijah Taylor, final thoughts of the first half?
I thought Oldham were clunky. Sean Long won't be happy with the attack. Definitely not happy with the attack. Defensively, on our line too, we've let in some soft tries. So, Sean Long's going to go in there and rip the boys apart because that's not our standards. But Batley, they've shown heart, they've shown desire. They've hung on, and it's all 12 all the break here. They can hold their heads high They haven't played well either, Batley, but they're still in the game.
Elijah Taylor will take a breather, so will I. We'll go and put the kettle on and we'll reconvene in about 10 minutes' time. Half-time score. Oldham expected a game, they've got it. Some contest this at Boundary Park. Oldham 12, Batley 12.